So, throughout my 5 years of selling on Amazon, I want to break down 5 things that are the most crucial things that I learned throughout these 5 years to help save you time so you can have a successful Amazon FBA business. And these 5 things are not really taught much, and these metrics and types of strategies to use will save you. So, without further ado, I'm so excited to go over this with you guys. Let's get right into it. So, number one secret I have to give you is the Product Opportunity Explorer. Some of you have heard of this, but a lot of people don't know this metric that you can find. And I've gone over it in my previous videos, and I want to explain even deeper why this is so important. So, if we type in men's skincare, something kind of basic, right? Kind of broad. What you need to understand is this Product Opportunity Explorer essentially gives you a metric of what the search conversion rate is in a market. So what that essentially means is for the people who go on Amazon and are looking to buy, what are the percent that when they get on this search term, men's skincare, they are purchasing, right? Are they scrolling? Are they just looking around and not ended up purchasing? What is the percentage of purchase so that are actually searching? So the way to do this is you go into search terms right here after you type in the keyword, and you look at search conversion rate. So why this is so important is if you are running advertising on men's skincare, it has a 1.2% search conversion rate. So that means it probably on average will take you 1 out of every 100 clicks to convert an order. And if we look at cost per clicks in this area, on average, I do remember cost per clicks being around $2 to $3. So you're looking at between $200 to $300 just to get an order. So you want to be incredibly wary of what this search conversion is. Now, if we look into a market that we found the other day, which is Roach Gel, something that's more needed, smaller market, more of an enthusiast customer, it solves a problem. It looks completely different. Our average conversion rate is almost 9%. So what that tells you is you can create something way better, probably way better branding, and probably go over the industry average of 10% and get to 12 or 13. Because you got to account, there's also bad listings that are making this under 10%. But a secret metric I look for is this being above 7%. So this market totally is a plus on that end, but this is a metric that is probably the number one most important metric to look at. It makes or breaks a business, and a lot of people don't look at this. They just find search volume, revenue, low reviews, cool, launch it, and then they're like, why isn't it working? You got to know the search conversion. So that was number one. Lesson number two. Find a customer who is willing to spend more, whether it's a hobby or a need or an issue you are solving, right? Because the reason why this is so important is when we do branding, we do customized packaging, we want to make sure that when we do this cool branding, it resonates to the customer, and it's not the customer who's just trying to spend the least amount and your branding doesn't really do anything for them. So you want to have the best branding in the market so the enthusiast customer who's enthusiastic about buying something, whether it's a hobby or a problem you're solving, the two intertwine. Essentially, it's a connection that you are building and you form with this customer because of the enthusiasm they bring. So make sure your market is an enthusiast customer. So a lot of us go on Amazon and we're looking for high revenue, low reviews, like I was saying earlier, and we're just looking for products to sell, where the customer's kind of just looking for the cheapest option with the best reviews, and your listing really doesn't even matter much, no matter how much better you make it. So a good example is Woobles, right? Incredible branding, incredible packaging in a enthusiast niche. Crochet kit for beginners. Crocheting, people... My mom loves crocheting. She's literally looking on YouTube, wondering how to do these cool crochet little designs that they're doing. So she spends hours every week doing this. And it's an enthusiast customer for a reason. So if you can have cool branding, match with that enthusiasm, like I said, you will win. My third lesson for you, and this is just as important as the first two, find a suggested PPC bid that isn't going to destroy your business. So essentially, this is Helium 10, right? You're able to look up search terms on Magnet, a wonderful tool. I love Helium 10. I use it every day for product research. I highly suggest it. But there's a cool metric you get with the Platinum plan where you can look at suggested PPC. And this is when you're running ads, you want to rank, right? You want to rank yourself on the first page. You want to get on the first page. That is the most important place so you can organically get orders, because usually you can get around 50%, 60% of your orders organically, and the other half comes from sponsored sales. Suggested PPC will make or break your business. What I suggest for is this to be under a $1.20, probably around a $1 or under. I found markets where you even find a 70-cent suggested PPC. And here's the reason why. If you can find a market where your profit is maybe 15 or 20 bucks, and it's a $40 product, $30 product, what's amazing is when you run ads, and if your cost per click is only 80 cents, you could be profiting significantly off your ads and getting half of your sales from organic orders. So you have two lines and two ways of making profit here. And with Amazon sellers, a big complaint has been, oh, the PPC is high, this or that. There's markets, this is why I say old markets are so important, because there's not many people bidding on them. It's not this new market where you got hundreds of people bidding. Old markets are great because maybe you only have a few people bidding and your suggested PPC is low and your profit's good and you can find an enthusiast customer. That's where I'm trying to get to you guys on, is old markets we're taught are bad. They have so many reviews. They aren't really that bad. Especially if the customer's enthusiast, it's not bad at all. Here's my fourth lesson to you. When we product research, guys, one thing I want you to not even care about. Don't care about reviews. Everybody tells you to care about reviews. Oh, look how many reviews they have. I can't go in this market. Look, if the customer's an enthusiast customer, they're willing to spend more. Like, a person could have 15,000 reviews, but if you have a better product, the best branding in the market, how could you not get a good slice of that whole pie? How could you not? So my whole point to you guys is when you product research, when you put in review count, don't put really even anything in. And if anything, I do minimum 1,000. I want to see old markets, right? So I want to see literally the farthest end of highest reviews, because older the market, the lower the cost per click is. We can find a high conversion rate from those markets. One of those markets will. And we want to make sure the customer is willing to spend more so our branding works. All right, so my fifth and final lesson of this video is this. Make sure your market has a spread of revenue. And when I mean that is there's not one seller making all of the revenue. There's people making still a significant amount. So a good example, I said, is roach gel. And I love this market a lot. I'm going to do more dissection into it in the future, but spread of revenue. That's why it's so awesome. If you like today's video, like and subscribe. I really appreciate you for watching. Just wanted to give you guys the 5 laws and truths I have found that really help and make or break a business. So yeah, like and subscribe if you like the content. I really appreciate you guys, and take care.